1. Hey, everybody, welcome to bonus stuff. We just got done reviewing Gentleman's Agreement from 1947 as part of our House 6 channel, where we review all the best pictures. Deals with stuff we're still dealing with today, so go check that review out. You got to blame Jared for this bonus stuff because...
I thought you gotta blame Jared for anti-Semitism.
Jared, no, but
I lived with Thomas for years.
You said the same thing Kathy was.
Years.
So I had a bonus stuff planned out about Adventure Time, and I was gonna have you guys see if you could name like a bunch of side characters. But then Jared's been watching Adventure Time, and he also did a side character video. So go check that out when it comes out. And I had to change
the answer. They could have just answered.
No, that's not as fun. So I had to switch up the characters. So here we go. Let's see if you can name the crew of the Normandy and see how many. So,
but I've been playing Mass Effect.
Oh, shoot. Everyone's doing stuff. So there's 37.
Oh my God. There's that many characters?
37 crew members. Let's see if you guys
Dr. Chocolates.
Let's see if you guys can get. Well, we'll start with the easy one.
Chocolates.
That's
Femshep.
I'm gonna need a full name.
Jane Shepard, John Shepard.
What is her name? Is it Jane?
What do you guys name? Do you guys ever name your shepherds?
I say my name.
I just say Shepard.
I created
Did you name them?
the first time I tried doing the custom creator, custom name and everything, and they just come back uglier than hell. And so I just restarted, went default. I was like, I can't look at this man the whole time. He's so bad.
I got a pretty cool shepherd.
I don't even know these characters because mine's a redhead, like a thin redheaded man.
I couldn't do it. I went back. Mine's just bald buzzman. And then the second playthrough was I just did her.
That's you never played Mass Effect. You have these default characters.
I tried.
There is a definite upgrade in Femshep's looks from 1 and 2 to 3.
Yeah,
like male shepherd looks the exact same, but like from 1 and 2 and then 3, you're just like, okay, they definitely made her way more attractive than
that armor is so dope though. Yeah, those little Omni tools. Make Mass Effect really good.
You son of a bitch.
My shepherd kind of looked like The Rock.
Garrus, duh.
Your full name, Tommy.
Vicarian.
Okay, maybe you don't have to get the full name. I'll be impressed if you get some of their full names, but
Liara Tassoni?
Yeah.
Get his first name.
Or not Rex.
My boy.
My Rex died.
No, you gotta save Rex.
You gotta restart the whole game, Joseph.
I literally did. I literally restarted the whole game.
Tali Zora Nas. Well, okay.
But she's just a long name.
or are we going with Voss Normandy?
Oh.
The first original.
Whatever your mom.
Okay, Voss Nima.
Okay. You guys got 5 points.
Actually,
why is this the picture?
The racist.
Okay, you say racist, but Williams. Was she not wrong, or was she not right about the council being like backstabbers and like basically like being terrible?
Calls them like she sees them, man.
Yeah,
I'm just saying she was right in the end.
She was right in her xenophobia. Oh, Mr.
Caden Nolenko. Or Carthonassi.
Did anyone
his real name?
No, God, no. I killed Karth so hard.
He's always like, I'll stay behind. I'm like, whatever.
I'm like, yeah, that's your purpose in life. Thank you. Bye.
Like, I'll stay behind. Oh, was that a question? I didn't think there would be one.
And I do call him Karth all the time because I'm like, that's the same guy.
Karth wants to talk to you. I don't want to talk right now.
You got to do the walk up, and he like turns to you and wants you. Every time. All right.
Miranda.
Miranda Lawson.
How could you forget?
And it's true what they said about the Legacy Edition. They altered some shots, and I was mad.
Really?
Dang.
I can
Yes.
think of a shot.
Yes, they altered that shot.
How dare you?
I'm like, that is like Joseph's awakening, and he was like 25.
James, right?
Jacob.
Yeah.
Jacob.
I don't know his last
James
I
name.
do not know
yeah.
his. I do not
You
know
don't
his
know
last
his
name.
name?
Jacob
Odenkirk.
Jacob Taylor.
Taylor.
That
Yeah.
sounds right.
He's
Odenkirk.
the opposite. He's the total opposite of Miranda.
That's cool though. I like Jacob.
He has no personality.
He's got no pride.
He just has abs.
You go get his dad in the side quest or whatever, and then he's like, "Oh, Dad, you're not cool." His dad
The
like,
man
"You're not
has no
cool."
hips.
No,
It's
his
true.
Man
hips
is a
lie.
T.
I lost my cursor. All right, you guys got 9 points.
Morden.
Not Solus.
Morden.
I had
God, I
so.
do not know Morin's last name.
Well, you had it, so I'm gonna give it.
Oh, so
Oh,
I was
the Solus?
like,
Yeah.
that sounded right to me. But now I'm questioning everything.
Jack.
Jack.
This is Jack.
Jack.
Didn't they have what was she like Experiment X or whatever the heck?
Oh, yeah.
Or Experiment Zero.
Zero, yeah.
She was the biotic. The biotic that wasn't any more powerful than any other biotic. That you know.
She just has a hearing aid.
That was your one thing.
Yeah.
And you just made everyone angry.
Weaker than the biotic god himself.
Grunt.
Right. That was my
Or-
Rex, because my Rex had died.
Or should I say Steve Bloom?
You can say that.
Steve. Dude,
Legion.
Legion is so bad, man.
Yeah,
He's just so cool. The Geth are so cool, man. Their design is so good.
He's like the best teammate too, because he just calls it as
Yeah,
it is.
he's just like, hey, I'm here.
He has no time for that.
So cool.
Here's someone not as cool.
Thane
Thane,
is
how
awesome.
dare you?
Shut your
Thane.
dirty mouth.
With
Thane
his
is
soccer
awesome.
ball head. Look at
Care
that.
about his son. He's crying.
His voice is so cool.
You know his last name?
Thane Rios, I want to say something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys are still perfect, but we
Aw.
might end here.
Uh-oh.
Samara.
Yeah.
Something.
I think it's just Samara.
Yeah, I don't
I was
know.
about to say just a car, but that's just her
Yeah.
title. I don't really know.
Isn't that Billie Eilish's mom?
I don't
Is it?
I think,
That blue
I thought-
alien?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she did the voice for her.
Blue alien.
Crap. No, this is the other.
Blue Alien number 4.
No,
It's the daughter, right?
it's her daughter. She's the reason she's a Justicar because she's a
Oh,
Ardark
God.
Yakshi.
She said
Jesus.
it like 80 times, didn't she? Like,
I
Yeah.
don't.
you had to
I
help
have
her.
no idea.
Does it start with an M?
It does start with an M.
Oh, wow.
I never got to recruit her. I was never evil enough.
Is it more? It's not Morin, is it? It's
You're close.
Marin.
No,
Morden.
not Morgan.
Marin. God.
3 seconds.
Uh-oh.
2.
I don't know. It starts with M. All
It's
I know.
Morinth.
Morin.
Oh.
Okay, you gotta give me some
I
credit.
wasn't going to get that one.
You guys have failed.
Man.
Oh,
You don't get
Who
in
cares about her?
her?
Oh, that dude
Zaid.
was cool.
Yeah.
I forgot
I
about
like-
him.
I like fighting with this guy.
Yeah. Just that
I
rugged
hated
old
that
man.
guy.
You're like, just do it, man. He's like, all right.
Everyone hated him.
That's just Canderous again. I hated him.
What do you guys know his full name?
I just knew Zaid. That's all
Yeah.
I knew.
Yeah.
It's Zaid Masani.
Oh, Masani.
Dasani. Gotcha.
Hmm.
I'm
Okay, so
parched.
you got 16 points.
Yep.
Jeez, I forgot about her.
Yumi?
I know.
Holy
Yumi
cow.
Goto?
No, you got the last name right.
Kasumi?
Kasumi.
Dude, I haven't played the third
I
one in
know.
so long, man.
You guys remember her DLC level?
Yeah. No, I don't.
Yeah, you go to like this
You're like
art.
James Bond.
Yeah, you got the tux and everything.
Oh yeah.
No,
Gosh. There's
Jacob.
James, not Jacob.
oh, sorry, Jake or James.
Yeah, no.
God, I'm
No,
getting
you
it
don't
wrong
know
too.
his name.
Freddie Prinze Jr., man.
Freddie Prinze Jr.
Prinze Jr. Know
What's
his last name?
He was always annoying. Not Freddie Prinze, but this character.
Dang.
Something Mexican.
Cruz?
No.
James. I have no idea.
James
Gonzalez.
Vega.
Vega. But say Freddie Prinze Jr. finally got to flex his Mexican accent.
Why does he have cataracts?
Edie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The third one is. I need to replay that one. It's the least
I
one
know.
I
Me
remember.
too. I think I only played it once or beat
That's
it
it?
once.
I know
think
I did
I only
it
played it
twice,
the
but
once.
that's it.
I've beaten it like 3 or 4 times. I got like all 3 endings.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
Aria.
Last name?
Grande.
I don't know.
Aria. It's like Talok.
Trinity. I don't know.
It's Aria Talok or
Tallulah.
something. I forgot about like her joining the team.
Yeah, I wouldn't have told you she would have.
She only joins in the DLC though.
Did you
Oh,
say
okay.
Talok or something like that?
Yeah.
You have the answers, don't you?
Yeah, it says Talok. I just remember her sitting at that table all the time at that booth.
Yeah.
She's like, what do you want?
Oh man, I knew this character was
Protean.
coming, and I've been trying to
It
think
starts
of it
with
the
a
whole
J,
time.
right?
Yep.
Yes.
I don't even know who this character is.
Javik.
Javik.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's another
the
DLC.
Prothean.
He's a
Yeah, he's-
Prothean.
He's the other DLC. That was the whole thing about Mass Effect 3. There were so many DLC characters.
I never played.
He was
That
cool.
one.
I liked him a lot.
Wasn't he like Jamaican?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was cool.
That's Jamaican.
Commander Shepard.
Yeah, be a bumper clock.
You be a bomber clap man.
Who the hell is that?
That's the
Wannabe
other
nihilist.
DLC with Arya.
Wannabe Nihilist.
I don't remember that guy at
I
all.
do not know her name.
I
Her.
don't think I've ever seen this person.
It's Nyreen Kandor. Okay, so you guys have 21 points
Out of how many?
out of 23.
Oh,
So pretty good. And we've got through pretty much all the party members. So we're moving on to the
Uh-oh.
ship crew.
Now we're gonna
Oh
fail.
god.
how many is there total, Joseph?
34, he said?
37.
7.
Oh my god.
That's what I said.
All right, ready to go?
Joker.
Joker.
Well,
What is
Jeff,
his real name?
Jeff, Flight Lieutenant Jeff Monroe.
Yes,
Why,
Monroe.
why can't I think of his name? Something Green? What the heck's his first name?
Seth
Seth
Green.
Green.
Seth Green, yeah. I wanted to
Speaking
say
of
Sean.
Jews, I mean, there you go. Captain
Anderson.
Anderson.
Or Admiral
Yeah.
Anderson or Ambassador Anderson?
Well, when he's on the Normandy.
Keith
Counselor
David.
Anderson? Yeah, Keith David.
Or Gus's dad. There's
Chakwas.
What's the
Chakwas.
chocos?
There she is, that foxy woman.
Dude, I was in
How was-
love.
You
How is she not
can
romantic?
examine me any day.
Right? Both get a little tipsy in the sick bay.
I never liked this guy.
Is that Engineer Presley?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, Engineer.
Dumb face.
Is it Adams?
Engineer Adams.
Yeah,
Okay.
Never
Dumb
liked him.
face.
He annoyed me.
Dumb face.
That's
Oh.
That's
Presley.
Presley.
He was annoying too.
Well, what was he though?
XO.
He's Navigator Presley.
It's XO.
But they all call him Navigator
Hugs and
It
Presley.
says
Jesus.
XO Presley. Oh, Jenkins.
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 Richard
Old Jenkins.
Good old Richard Jenkins. Rest in
Dickie
peace.
Dick Jenkins.
He's like, I can do it. Bam.
Taken before his time.
Although, ironically, he dies, like he goes out to space, the grand adventure, comes back home, gets immediately killed.
Ready?
Yep.
So they have a good picture for her for one.
Yeoman Kelly?
You know her last name?
No.
Kelly
all I knew is
Sherbatsky.
she wanted to bang the aliens.
Yeah. Kelly Chambers.
Chambers.
Rings a bell. Dougface McGee.
He's the other engineer, and I don't know the girl's name either.
The other engineer.
Oh, the two that are always together.
Mm-hmm.
He's Scottish, and I don't remember his name.
Sean.
Nope.
Way to be racist there, Mike.
That's all I got.
Well,
John O'Malley. Or O'Mackey.
Michael's a Gates, right? So
Yeah.
kind of Irish.
There we go.
This is Kenneth Donnelly.
Kenneth.
Donnelly.
And his sister. Do you remember
Something
her?
Donnelly.
Kendra.
They're sisters? Or they're brother and sister? I thought they were a married couple.
Oh.
That would be very odd.
So her name was Gabby Donnelly.
Gabby.
Why does one have a Scottish accent and the other one doesn't?
I don't know. She was raised on a different planet.
It's hard. Is that the
Ball.
The
chef?
cop?
Yeah.
Ball.
Harkin.
Ball.
Gold.
Harkin?
No.
Harkonnen.
Right.
Harkness, was that it?
No.
No?
Well, you guys got his profession right. He's Master Sergeant Gardner.
Oh, they were close.
Oh, the cook.
Yeah. I forgot about her.
The one romance like you couldn't do if you're a male chef.
She
Yeah.
looks
The
like
one
an
I wanted.
Andrea.
I know, the one we all wanted.
You remember her name?
No.
Give me 1 second, Michael. Just spout out names.
I just said Andrea is what she looks like.
No.
Mm.
Jared used to always say it.
Suzy
No.
Q.
He was always like, I missed out on her because they didn't let me.
She had that toothbrush and she's very like ambiguous of what she does with that toothbrush. I'm like,
The hell?
That's
Is
a little
it-
weird.
Is it Kelly something?
No.
no, that's Kelly.
we already passed Kelly.
That was Yeoman Kelly. Yeah.
3
Pete
seconds.
Jackson just talked about her too. I don't.
Call Jackson.
Does-
Lifeline
does-
Jackson.
does her last name start with a C?
No.
Damn it.
Do you think Jackson would pick up if you called him?
No, there's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way.
It's probably on
3
another
months later,
continent.
he's like, "Did
Yeah.
you call me?"
3 months later. Her name is Samantha Trainer.
Samantha.
Trainer.
She's a Pokemon person.
Those
The
blue
one
eyes.
romance you didn't want as male chef.
Is that the garage guy?
Yeah. Garage guy.
I don't know his name.
The shuttle pilot guy. I don't
This guy
remember his name.
dies. Remember?
We're just gonna call him Sam.
Don't a
He's
lot
a-
of people die?
But he dies first in the battle, right? Because he's like, oh, let him chase me. He's like, bam, crashes.
Dead.
So this is Steve Cortez.
Cortez.
Cortez. That makes sense.
Cortez.
Yeah, because James is like, "Hey, what's up, Vato?"
Yeah.
That's how you knew that they're Mexican.
We only got 2 more, so you guys need a point.
Jessica
I
Chobo.
was
Yeah,
saying, Jessica
Chobot.
Chobot.
What was
I
her
mean,
name?
come on, it's just her. Like, I'm sorry, this is the point.
They just put her in the game.
And for some reason, she was like a romance character. For some reason,
Yeah. Because she probably wanted that. All right.
that's all I got. Like, that's just her.
Her name is Diana Ellers.
Ah, no one knows that, or no one
Last-
remembers that. It's just Jessica Chobot.
Okay, last one. So this one is
Hold up, is she from the planet with the giant plant? And you see her later on.
yeah.
It's the doctor's daughter.
Yes.
She's God. What is her name?
Where's Conrad?
She's kind of like a
Second is-
optional, like you have to do something to get her on the board. You have to like either choose between her and Chocola's, and no one was gonna choose against Chocolate.
Well, hold up. It's an odd name. It could be almost like a man's name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bert.
Bert?
Bert.
That would be a man's name.
What is her name? I don't know, Joe. Give me some credit for remembering that much.
Jared is so ashamed he just took off. So you guys did pretty good. Her name is Chloe Michelle.
Chloe Michelle.
Or Mikel. Something. You guys did good. 28 out of 37. So
That's not good.
that's not great. You guys went on a big
It's fantastic.
for when we got to the Donnellys. The Donnellys killed you guys.
Yeah. I just ignored most of those people. I was like, you have no place on my ship.
I was gonna say, Michael, you forgot I played a lot. You don't remember their names.
Dude, I haven't played those games. I played a little bit when Legacy Collection came out, but I didn't finish any of them.
After doing this slideshow, I was like, maybe I should play again.
Dude, getting through Mass Effect 1, though, that is rough. I'm not going to lie.
But that's my favorite.
I have that game so memorized, I can get through it in like 2 minutes.
Oh, no, I did too. Like, I basically sped run that thing.
You can memorize the Citadel, Michael?
Yeah, I literally had the Citadel memorized. I've been to that thing so many times.
The thing is, though, you don't need to play the first one to get to the second one because they have that one where you could choose all the options.
Oh, yeah. I still love the first one, though. I still love the first one. So it's so nostalgic.
You know me, I like to scan. I like to scan a lot.
Well, then get to the second one because that's all you do.
Probe.
I actually don't like the second one. I like the first and the third.
You're drunk.
The second one's okay.
Second one's a masterpiece. Are you kidding me?
I was going to say second one's the best.
Oh,
it's a little too edgelordy.
They say the F word. It's awesome.
The first one was so good because it was like Star Trek. You're just playing Star Trek, and then the second one, you're like,
Also, Nihilus.
God, the freaking combat though in the second one's so good.
Nihilus, man. And then the third one was just a little disappointing.
You got the Revenant assault rifle in the second one. Thing's a beast.
You get the mini nuke.
The third one, you're like, dang, I got to do everything real fast because they're like coming any second now. Like, actually, I could go explore.
It's like Final Fantasy VII Part 2, where it's like, guys, Sephiroth is out there destroying the world. Let's have a beach day. Like, what are we doing?
That's like every Final Fantasy, though, Michael.
I know.
They're used to the finalness of.
I mean, in Final Fantasy X, like the whole subplot is that you're a Blitzball player.
I love Blitzball.
I do too.
Did you guys get that last lady's name or?
Oh
no,
it's Chloe Michelle. Michelle. All right, some news for you guys. So the Xbox handheld kind of leaked. These aren't them. These are like Asus that they're also making. It was a little confusing. I can't tell if Asus is making the handheld with the Xbox or what's going on, but these were leaked. Pretty much, it's going to be pretty much a Steam Deck, and rumor is it's cloud only, which kind of sucks. So
interesting.
Yeah, and it'll probably be around $900 or something like that. That's what I heard. But
holy crap, I choked a little bit.
With the system or like separately?
I don't know.
Interesting.
That's for one half of it.
Yeah, the right side of it.
Charger not included.
Dang it!
And it's an Android charger. Son of a bitch.
But it looks like Xbox controls. So
the buttons are really weird, like triangle-y.
Grand Theft Auto 6 had a trailer, and it caused a little bit of stir. At first, everyone's like, "Hey, where's the gameplay?" And they actually came out and said there actually is gameplay in this trailer, and everyone's like, "BS." And then there was a controversy about this dude, the main character, because everyone started getting sweaty about him. And they're like, you got to make him gay because we really love this guy. So he's already a gay icon out there.
I thought the main character was a chick in this one.
No, it's the dude. Well, they're kind of like but you start off as the dude, and she's in jail, and you get her out of jail.
And it got pushed to next year.
Did it?
Yep, May 26th.
And it's in Florida.
2026.
My theory was there is no gameplay yet because they haven't even started making the game. So,
well, then what have they been doing for 10 years?
They've just been working on this trailer. Elden Ring. He's going to be directed by what's his name?
Alex Garland.
Alex Garland. Alex Garland.
The Christmas man.
He has quite the resume. He's done a lot of stuff. He's written a book.
Several books.
Yeah. The Beach, which they made a movie.
I don't know if he's the right choice for this.
It's a weird choice.
Is there a choice for this?
Well, it's just.
But
it's just I don't know. Alex Garland's writing has been so lackluster lately. That's why I'm kind of scared for the 28 years later. I'm just like, man, like
he's kind of had a couple strikeouts with Men and Civil War, but Warfare was
Civil War sucked.
Warfare is supposed to be really good.
Warfare is amazing.
Which he co-directed. He did Annihilation. He did the 28 Days Later.
I loved Annihilation and like Ex Machina too, but
Sunshine was really good. He did some story supervising on Devil May Cry.
Did a lot of Devil May Cry stuff.
Yeah.
He did he wrote Dread.
Yeah,
Dread. I still haven't seen that.
That's a good movie. It's a really good one.
I always see it. I'm like, I'm gonna watch it this time. So, what would you even want from an Elden Ring movie?
I have no idea because I feel like they wouldn't go to the extreme epicness that I would want from like a Souls kind of movie. I feel like they would tone down or make it small, and I'm like, if it's gonna be that, I want it to be big and enormous and crazy. But I'm like,
why don't you just want giant demon things that you kill
all
the
the time? I want a massive story. I want wars. I want monsters and climbing and craziness. But I don't think you would get that from a movie. I don't know what the heck they would do.
It's probably just the fight with Rodan. Wasteland.
He's probably just gonna go get some apples or something.
Yeah, I have no idea what you would do with that.
It's just Caelid. And just those dogs running after you. It's like, oh shit.
A poopy.
Okay, so The Last of Us, the show, has become quite divisive, just like the game had been. The Critical Drinker made it was like 8 minutes. It's on the show so far, and HBO took it down. I watched it. It's like I watched it before they took it down, and it's pretty much a Critical Drinker video. I mean,
and all he uses is like the promotional stuff for it.
Yeah, he uses basically trailers for his stuff, and the same kind of gags he does every time. So it's pretty much just a Critical Drinker video, but they did take it down, and there was rumors that they struck it or they copyright claimed it, which would have been bad. But 24 hours later, they put it back up because I guess the backlash was pretty strong. And this, you could just tell because if you look at like Rotten Tomatoes or stuff, it's like at a 53 or something like that. So it's pretty divided. I'm kind of surprised because I thought most of the people watching would have played it. But I guess that's not the case because a lot of people were upset at the Joel fate, which I thought was common knowledge, but I don't know. Maybe they thought they would change it. I don't know.
Welcome to 2020, guys.
Fantastic Four is going back for some reshoots. Even though Disney's not calling them reshoots, they're just like touch-ups.
They never like calling them reshoots.
Yeah, they're embarrassed to call them reshoots, but they're reshoots.
Just extra shots.
Hopefully they fix the Silver Surfer, maybe.
Maybe
better texture on that.
Better texture.
I don't like this picture, to be honest.
This is very disturbing.
That's why I picked it.
That's some good sauce.
We found out Herbie is going to be voiced by Matthew Wood, who is did Grievous in episode 3.
General Kenobi.
So we don't know what's going on with the Batman 2. Rumors was that Matt Reeves had left it, and then Warner Brothers came out, or James Gunn is like, no, he didn't leave it, so we don't know.
No, he's still there.
But it's supposed to like start shooting pretty soon. So that was that. There was some today. What did I see today? Do you guys remember what the news was?
I didn't pay attention to any news today, I don't think.
There was. Speaking of Critical Drinker and Mauler, they're actually doing like this comic book anthology. So they're all going to have stories in this comic book. So that was kind of interesting. Now we can all pick apart Mauler's storytelling because he does it to everyone. Yeah, that's all the news I had. You guys got any news?
All Out show is supposed to be in December, season 2. That's just what I just saw.
This December?
So you guys, I think only me and Jared are caught up on Andor.
I haven't seen a minute of it. Why do I agree to watch things with Alex? I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I forgot you're watching with Alex.
It was episode 7, 8, and 9, and all the nerds screamed out because it was fantastic.
I saw the screams. I don't know anything about it.
It was, yeah, we won't tell you any spoilers, but it was very Star Wars-y. It was very Andor last season. Yeah. There was... I'll talk about it when I can.
I'm glad I'm excited to be about it. Like, because everyone's been like, it's just kind of boring.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it was pretty bad.
But now that everyone's like, the ending is it. It's it. I'm like, all right. Well, I'm at least excited for that. So we'll see.
But it didn't sway Jared.
Didn't sway Jared.
Okay, if it's not going to sway Jared, then I'm probably not.
Probably won't sway.
They
Thomas.
had an episode that was exactly like the first season.
It wasn't exactly.
Is it the same episode?
That's it. No, it's exactly. It's not exactly. It was exactly
the last 30 minutes. I was like that. That was pretty exciting. That's about it.
But we've seen it before.
Did you? And then the last episode was a bunch of speeches. Did you like those?
No.
You like them speeches?
No, they're okay. I've heard better speeches from Shepard.
Shepard gives a speech. Remember when you had to like pick a speech?
I love his speeches.
They were Jared's speeches.
Little round table moments.
Yeah.
Gonna go up there and we're gonna punch the
reporter.
Big hands in the face. Oh yeah, the reporters. All the reporters in space. I love punching that reporter. I do it every time.
The thing is, it's a series punch because it progresses. And then when it happens again, though, it turns into a massive character development moment. It's like, I know you're scared. You have to stop doing this bull crap. And I'm like, my God, they turned this in. They turned this around. I'm totally for this. This is awesome.
Andor had a moment that I couldn't believe Disney allowed. It's like someone made the joke, where was Kathleen Kennedy? Because you would not expect this scene in a modern day show, but you'll have
they had the lightsabers actually? Oh no. What do you know?
You would expect that from a modern Star Wars show, but
no, you wouldn't.
They always have lightsabers.
No, that's all Acolyte was lightsabers.
I forgot. I don't know. I have pushed that out of my mind.
Go rewatch it.
No.
Some people really want an Acolyte too, guys.
Dude, I know people that are very angry it's canceled. I'm like,
and those people are wrong.
Good for you.
Last of Us. Let's talk about The Last of Us. The last episode. Thomas, I don't think
this is the last one.
No.
I mean, the last
most recent episode.
Oh, okay. I was like, that's how it ended.
That's it.
I'm not gonna watch it, so just go for it. Okay, and the thing is, I already know what happens in the game, so like.
The only thing to say about this episode is the worst spy or stealth team is back in action.
I have something. Real fast.
First beginning, let's turn on all the lights in this theater. At least it was daytime, but
I did listen to y'all's last review, and the thing is, like, a lot of like memes were going around like X and stuff like that, and I cannot repeat some of those memes, but they made me laugh quite a bit. And the fact that I like listened to y'all's at the same time, it built on it. It was a very funny afternoon.
I like how in the last episode she had just an acoustic guitar in a room, and I was like, that's too much. They give her a whole concert hall. I was like, geez, guys.
Yeah, and they still act like children. Ellie's still acting like a child.
The thing is that she is a child. Like
I've watched. There's been some clips from the game, and she's totally different.
So
She
different.
acts
So different.
like a young woman.
Utterly different.
Yeah.
She also looks like a grown woman. I'm sorry, but Bella Ramsey still looks like she's 14. I know she's like,
what, she's like 20 something.
20s, 20
like probably 23 or 4, I think, by now. But if they had just cut her hair short, I think that visual difference would have made her look taller, even because there's not so much connected here. It would have just changed it enough to make it feel like time had passed. But they didn't write her as though time had passed, so it doesn't matter.
Also, this whole episode, how is she not dead?
I know.
It was so frustrating.
She's dodging bullets. She's dodging arrows. No one can hit her. Again, where Jared pointed out, they don't believe in shooting down because they were on an elevator shaft and they could have just shot down. But
this lady's,
like, hey,
this lady's running from her, and she's like, "Shoot her!" And they're just like, they're not even looking at her. I was like, "What are you doing?"
And of course,
she's not even running fast. She's like 5-0. She's
we get this. I cracked up. We got another video game wall when she's in the hospital and she's like running to the door, and there's just all this stuff piled up, and I'm like, I just cracked. I'm like, what is this?
Oh, and then she fell for the whole. Remember like in Lion King where Scar's like, I guess I'll give up. I mean, you're the king, and then he like swipes the fire in his face.
Throws the whatever the heck all over.
Ellie fell for that. I was like, "What are you doing?" And then she trips on she gets wheelchair pushed in front of her. She trips on that. I was like, she should be dead.
That was a pretty impressive wheelchair throw, though. I'll give it to Nora.
We get.
And I'm sorry, I gotta keep going. Even when she's being intimidating, like, "Where's Abby?" Mm-hmm. It sounds like a little girl. She's like, "Where's Abby?" Yeah, I was like, and then I was like, how hard can that iron bar hurt? She has no muscle.
Ow! Where's my pony? So we get
and I'm sorry, but the faces that she's making is also not making it.
Oh man, there's some screen caps.
I'm seeing like screen caps. I'm like, that can't be real. And then I see like a video. I'm just like, oh no, like that's so unfortunate. Like I feel so sorry.
I know. We like to tear down the writing and stuff, but
there's this one I saw like her shooting a pistol, and I swear to God, it's just like,
yeah, the mouth.
I was like, what is that? Why is she doing that? Then I saw the video. I'm like, oh no, like, oh geez.
So I think I hate happy Ellie more than just like bratty Ellie, because there's a moment in this where they're like happy and she's like, "You're so good at things," and like she's like, "Yeah, I am good at triangulating distance."
Dude, their relationship's annoying because they're like out in the middle of a street and they're like telling feelings, and I'm like, get out of the street, go in a building or something. It's not just.
Get undercover.
I think this episode just finally hit me. I was like, "There's flaws to this show."
like kissing out in the open. It's like
in front of zombies. There's like these new like high tech smart zombies, and they're just making out in front of them. I was like, "You're gonna die. You're gonna get
high tech."
They're not high tech. They're smart.
Oh,
they're smart. Okay. They call them smart.
Terminator zombies.
We get more stuff with the Scar guys. There's like a guy hanging, and they cut him open for some reason. I don't even remember. They just don't like him. And then we find out that the wolves are afraid to go in the park at night.
So are you, Marv?
So they run in there because they got chased, right? They got chased.
Was that a Home Alone 2 reference?
Yes, it was. I can't remember. They went into this building, right? And then there was the smart ones, like Jared was saying. And they got those powerful handguns, man. It takes them out. They take them out. And Ellie's like, I can get bit, so you go hide in that cage. And she's like, all right. And then they're about to die because like Ellie's swarmed and they're breaking down the gate. And then this big like blast takes out all the zombies. And they're like, what was that? And it's that guy, the Glenn is his name.
Jesse.
Glenn's
watching Jesse.
Dead. Okay, yeah. And Jesse's here, and they're like, "Hey, you're here," and
we got to cook.
He's like he came with what's his name, right?
Tommy.
Then they split,
and then they
I'll save my rant.
The Scooby-Doo.
I can feel Michael getting angry right now.
And then Ellie, she doesn't say thank you because she's practically getting eaten. And she's like, I would have had it. And he's like, well, you're dead. And I was just like,
but
Ellie,
you didn't.
You didn't have nothing.
I know. And then he kind of like makes a good point. He's like, yeah, we're here to take you back home. And she's like, but. And even Dina's like, dude, we gotta get out of here.
We haven't even got to the boss. We haven't even seen Abby. We're gonna die.
We are terrible at this. Yeah, so they escaped in the forest, and then they get chased by arrows, and Ellie's like, I'll hold them off. And she like runs, and they all shoot at Ellie, but they can't hit her for the darn, even though they're probably really good at shooting arrows. And we had a discussion way back in the beginning between these two wolf people and the two girl bosses. They got to talk because there's tons of girl bosses in the show, but so they talk, and they're like describing an incident that happened, right? So they were she mentions this guy, we find out that's her son, and he was really good, so she sent him to figure out what was going on in this place, and they went to rescue him, and he's like, it's in the air. So they closed them up, and they said they locked it down. So
Michael, they introduced the spores.
It's in there. That's actually probably the best part of the episode, where Ellie she falls down in the hospital.
She becomes a Sith Lord.
And she's like walking around, and there's like this stuff floating around, and the lights are all yellow. And that was cool shot, I guess. But anyway, she got to get to the hospital. Well, she sees the hospital while she's running. And she's like, well, in her head, she's like, oh, they're going to make me go back. So I'll go to the hospital and keep doing my journey. So there's dogs there guarding the door. The dog is barking its head off. It doesn't catch her for some reason. Just let him off the leash. Just go.
I know, this guy was a dumb.
Yeah, he's like,
I can't say what I want to say. Just a critter. No, it wasn't. It had legs. It was like walking. What are you talking about?
That's a blueprint.
Invincible Ellie escapes into a hole, and she's in the hospital. And I thought she was just going to start shooting up, but no, because Nora, is she from something? She looks familiar.
She looks familiar.
She is the main character of the new Naughty Dog game. So if you're thinking of the Intergalactic or whatever it is,
I've seen her on a show or a movie or something.
I'll look her up.
So she's like patching people up because she's kind of the medic, and she like goes to clean up the rags. And this is where Ellie,
who is she patching up?
Just some guy.
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 Ellie's like, "Where's Abby?" And she's like, "Pocket sand," and she throws water at Ellie. dirty, nasty water at her face, and she's like, "Ah!" And she runs, and she's like, she's after me, and Ellie runs after her, and it looks ridiculous, but she's like shooting after her and stuff. Finally, Nora falls down an elevator shaft like we were talking about, and Ellie follows her down. She got to take the ladder, so those guys could have shot her, but they didn't even try.
Anyone could have shot her. Any sane person.
So she gets down there, and like I said, it's all creepy. It's like it looks like when you go on Halo, when you go into like a flood level, it looks kind of like that, and there's stuff floating around, and there's guys in the walls like and Nora's like, she finds Nora finally, and she's like, it's in the air, and Ellie's like, I don't care, and she's like, oh, you're her. You're the immune one. And she's like, what your dad did? He shot that guy without even looking, right in the head. And
that was Abby's father. And Ellie's like, I know. And then she gets the bar and starts whacking her in the legs.
And that's the end of the episode. So
Well, technically, we get she wakes up and sees Joel, which I'm guessing is. I'm guessing this is a flashback. Yeah, because there were several flashbacks in the game, but
he's like, "Hey, kiddo."
Hey,
I thought it was like a dream or a hallucination because she was way too. I don't believe she's ever been like, "Hey, Joel," to Joel in his face. Like, I was like, "This can't be real." She might be smoking the mushrooms or something, but
so we'll find out. Which episode are we on?
6 is the next one.
Yeah, so we only have 2 left.
So only 2 left for the season. Okay, Michael, time to unleash.
Well, that Nora chick was apparently on Uncharted. That's the only thing I've seen that she would have been in. Uncharted with Mr. Tommy Holland.
The Wahlberg.
Tommy Holland. Yeah, I don't have too much to say about this episode. I didn't hate it, but it's just compounding upon all of the mistakes that I've been complaining about this entire time. The horrible writing with Ellie still being a kid, all the playfulness that we complain about every time, so stupid, so like there are 100 things that I've complained about so many times of like, why just think it through for 5 seconds, like the water hitting her face on the one episode. It's like, just think things through for 1 second and you realize, oh, let's just change to make it a little more sense. Like you guys are talking their feelings down the middle of the street, all these just pointed things. It's so much like it's like they have the blocks of the stories, but they're just like getting to the next one without any transition. There's no flow through writing. Like, it's ridiculous. And so
they didn't think it through.
Yeah, it's just like, it's like, oh, well, here's the next set piece. We'll just have them walk around and have this very like basically written, like just talk about, and I get their little tie in at the end where they're talking about how Dina was like, well, if you know, Joel's out there, they're going to go because I shot the guy that killed my family. So we got to go shoot the girl that killed your family, you know, all that junk. It's a very weak motivator because Dina's not there. Dina's at the thing. They find out Dina's pregnant. She's like, you got to stay here. This is not cool. Ellie goes off by her freaking self to go to this freaking place, sneaks in normally, not this stupid combat scenario. Well, I mean, there's combat scenario. It's a video game, obviously, but like it's believable. Even in the video game, but like none of this is believable at all. And this is the scene that I brought up, which take this introduction to the Scars where they're in the forest and the whistling. This is what I said in the video game. This is how they're introduced. I'm pretty sure it's just Ellie at this point, and it's not at this part of the game. But whistling everywhere, bows and arrows, you're freaking the crap out. But now, like I've said, we had that CW walking scene in the forest. We're like, how do you whistle, Papa? It's like, you made these people so not terrifying. Now you're trying to tell us they're terrifying by having them like scissor open a man. I don't know. It's just like you ruined all that crap. And then, but the biggest crime of all of this is like I've said 100 million times, Ellie is somber in the game. Ellie is very quiet, very serious. They have jokes, obviously they laugh a little bit, but it's like it is mostly Ellie like blind focus on I'm gonna go kill Abby. That's the whole thing. But yeah, like Joseph says, this goofy, you're so good at that, flirt, ooh. It's like that.
Oh my god, dude, real fast, I'm sorry, that part where she's like, and we're not just gonna shoot our guns, we're gonna stick to the plan, and she's like, what do you think I'm just gonna shoot whatever? And she's like, yeah, you're crazy, but that's why I love you. And I was like,
yeah, and then they just start shooting literally immediately. It's like, what was the point of this whole dumb speech? And so yeah, and it's like
to give you motivation on why they're trying to shoot at them.
It's ridiculous. And so they have Ellie, you know, flip-flopping bipolarness between serious and not serious, this goofy ridiculousness, no tone set, whatever for this freaking show. And then we get to the end of the episode and we literally, Alex and Anna have been watching the show. And so we were kind of telling her how it actually happens because I had forgotten this, but whenever they get up to that cavern that goes into the spores, which the spores are throughout all the games. They're from the first game, second game. It's just like a common thing. It's not that insane. And whenever Nora gets to it, she obviously doesn't jump because that's death. In the show, she jumps because it's death, which is stupid. But Ellie grabs her, turns around because those 3 guys are chasing her. So it's more believable in a video game where you can get shot and continue on. But she instead, you know, uses Nora as a body shield, and then they end up both just tipping backwards, and that's how they fall out of there. So it's even that, like, why change that? You have that exact scenario. You have the elevator. You have the guys chasing. Why not make it believable and have her hold her? Like, it's just 0 sense to that change, including the change coming up to the point where it's like I'm saying, bipolar just inconsistencies. You have this goofy Ellie, and then she becomes a demon. In this scene, she goes up to Nora and she literally looks like hatred. I mean, hatred is in her, but for Abby, and literally transposed from the game to this. We watched it afterwards, and I didn't remember it completely. But going back to it, I was like, oh yeah, this makes so much more sense. Like Ellie is like, she has to hype herself up before she starts swinging because she's like, I don't want to do this to you. Like she's pacing back and forth, talking to Nora. She doesn't have this like demonic. I mean, I like Bella Ramsey. I don't have a problem with Bella Ramsey. I think the writing is what's causing all this. But it's just like, I don't know what the direction was here of just like, hey, you're angry. But she just looks like, she looked like a demon from Supernatural. Her eyes were black. And like, I'm like, it was so lame. Whereas it's so believable in the game where she's pacing back and forth. She's like, I don't want to do this. I need to know where Abby is though. She's like, you understand that. And even the dialogue is just like I keep talking about, the show talks down so badly to people. It's like so over explaining that scene. It's very similar. The dialogue where she's like, oh, you're her. But she doesn't go, oh, you're the immune girl. You're this. She goes, oh, no, you're her. We all know who she's talking about. That's all you need to say. It's all the game says. And then it goes, you know what he did. That's it. Ellie's like, I know. And it's like, that's it. We don't need Hugh shot Abby's father, the doctor who was going to be the only one who could be the cure person in the entire world because I know that because I've been around the whole world. It's like, it's so much. When it's just be a little more subtle. And so it go back to Ellie. Ellie's pacing back and forth. She doesn't want to, like, she has her goal. She's still probably going to kill the person or at least hurt her. But like she said, she's like, I might let you go. I don't know. But, and it's just like having her before she swings, she picks up the pole and she literally goes, like, she's like hyping herself up to do this act of violence instead of this show where it's like giggle, 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 beginning of the episode, and then demonic evil, smack, smack, smack. I'm like, it's so unbelievable. It has reached such unbelievable like spectrum where like you play the game. Never once did I be like, I don't believe what this character's doing in the slightest. I don't believe, like, why are we doing this? Whereas like you have the life here. There are parts later on in the game where they play with that extremely because this life gets built in a different part of the game. And you're like, what is going on? Like you that's where you start getting torn in a big way. And it's just like, but here, that's not in the slightest. Like, I don't know. It's so stupid. And the fact that she allows freaking Dina, she's like, oh, you want to go with me? Okay, that's fine with me. Like, where? That's not the character. What are you doing? I don't know. It's just reached to the point where I'm like, none of this is believable in the slightest. None of your combat scenarios are believable. None of your character's choices are believable. Jesse doesn't come in there. He comes in way before at a different part of the game. It's daylight and there's a Jeep. That's all I remember. But but I don't know. I'm so frustrated by this. I'm like,
because they set it up. They're like, she's slowly saying like, oh, I love you and stuff. You think Ellie would be like, oh, I need to make her stay behind. I need to like lock
exactly
her up or
what
something.
happens from my memory.
But they just don't. They're just like, oh yeah, let's keep going.
I'm pretty
Dora,
sure
let's go. Vomit
she makes her stay in the theater. I'm pretty sure, if I remember it correctly. And then the last thing I want to complain about is like I've a million times said, the changes they're making. I just want to know why. Like in the beginning, I had an open mind. I was like, maybe they have an idea for what they're doing. Why? Freaking Tommy. Like, why not have it like the game where Tommy leaves first, they go chase? You don't have the stupid scene of them escaping, this unbelievable scene of them escaping and getting equipment, everything. They're provided for. You don't have to worry about their survival in the back of your mind. And Tommy's gone. They're going after him. But Jesse's like, Tommy and I split. So that's how Tommy goes the direction he's going. Why change that? There's no reason to change it. You have exactly the story laid out that's believable. Why have it where Tommy and Jesse just go other ways? He's like, no, I'm not going to go after Ellie. I'm going to go my own way now. Like, it's just, I don't know. I've lost my my acceptance or waiting to see what their changes are because they don't seem to have a point in the slightest.
So
you know the pain of our comic book fans who are like, you have the panels, just copy the panels.
Do the panels, stick to the panels. Yeah, I don't know.
So you know how you're mentioning the whole elevator thing and like why they changed that?
Yeah.
Do you think they know that that's probably better, but they have to change it just because it's their own thing?
I have no idea. I have no. What
is going on through their head? I don't know.
Because it's just like why? Like no one believes Nora's going to jump down there. Like you'd rather get shot than choke on freaking spores. I feel like anyone would want to do that. But I don't know. It's just there's so much that they just have not paid off on any change. None of the changes. Not one of the changes I can think of have been useful in the slightest. I'm just like, all of this has been downgrading. I'm like, what are you doing? So I've written it for my mind now. I'm like, oh, I'll finish it. And I'm definitely before the next season, I'm going to play the game again to like really just be able to
get even angrier.
I've been like after the episode, I skimmed through a YouTube video of the whole game just so I'm like, oh yeah, that's where this happens, just to get the blocking right of like where everything is. But yeah,
I just picture him and Alex
or wrong,
like kind of acting out those scenes for Anna, just to be like, this is how it should be.
Well, we told her about the whole ending. We're like, no, this is how it goes, and this is why this is important, and this is so much heavier and stronger here. And she's like, can we just watch it? I'm like, yes, we can. I was like, there's the video. So Alex like, let's just play the games. Like,
does Dina get shot by an arrow?
I remember she gets injured. I don't remember how.
Because I thought someone gets shot by an arrow.
She definitely gets injured. And maybe that's another part of the reason why she stays at the theater, but I don't remember how, honestly. But
all right.
So that's Last of Us. 2 more episodes. And
2 more episodes.
I mean, they crammed a lot in this one too, but
yeah, how's it going?
Well.
Like the pacing.
I mean, there's still a lot of people out there.
There's still a lot to
and if
do.
they're going to end this at the middle of the game, they got to go real fast. We'll put it that way. But I mean, they could easily make stuff in the second or the third season, but we'll see.
How is Doctor Who going? Because I've heard things too.
So I watched episodes 4 and 5 today at work. I thought they were both fine. They're the 4th one extremely overpacked. If you want to talk about that, like it was an interesting concept, an interesting story. So it basically goes back to Ruby Sunday, who was the past companion for the first of this I forget, I don't even know how to pronounce the new doctor's name, but his first companion. And then she
Ruby Sunday.
Ruby Sunday's her name. She was dropped off on Ruby Road as an orphan, and I forget why the Sunday part came in. I think it might have been her adopted name. Don't remember.
Maybe it was
it had something to do with the season.
Ruby Tuesday, yeah.
It had something to do with the series that like meant something, but I can't remember. But anyway, so it kind of goes to her life after the doctor leaves her, and she's kind of trying to they do a lot of the several episodes with the companions that live, we'll say. And so she ends up meeting this guy that is looking for the doctor because he saw him as a kid, and so he interviews her on his podcast. They have to, it's modern day, do podcasts and everything, all the hip, cool kid things. But it was an interesting episode, and so but it was overpacked because they have this little segment of the episode where they do that. They start dating and they get emotionally attached, whatever. And so, but he's supposedly being chased by this alien that if he didn't take the antidote, then the alien was going to hunt him down because it was marked prey after a year or something like that. She gives him the antidote. Everything's fine. La-di-da-da-di. They go on a camping trip with his friends to a thing, and then weird stuff starts happening, like the signals that alien's near, electricity's going out, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, and so I almost said Nora, Ruby's on the phone with like they're called unit. It's like the secret service for aliens, basically. And she's like, yeah, this is weird stuff. She's like, all right, well, call me if anything goes wrong, whatever. And so the alien ends up showing up. Or no, the alien didn't end up showing up. A bunch of aliens showed up, and they go outside, and then unit's there, and they're all freaking out, whatever. And then all the guys take off their masks. And it turns out this dude that was dating her my thought was initially he didn't take the serum because he wanted the doctor to show up and save him because he wanted to beat the doctor. He didn't take the serum because he didn't believe unit. And so he's a part of this underground task force that's supposed to reveal all the secrets of unit. And they're lying about the doctor and all aliens is all fake to get their money and everything like that. Interesting concept. And it's a weird kind of bad guy because they kind of leave it hanging to where he's in the end. Where he's hanging, but it was one of the moments where I was like, it kind of hit hard because Ruby, the actress, is adorable. She does a really good job in that, and so you just kind of really, really feel for her because she was been kind of lonely, whatever, and losing the doctor and not having one around, and then this guy just utterly betrays her in the most like awful way. You're like, man, I really felt bad for that. So I think they did a good job with that. But then they just pack in this whole like time jump where these guys start really shutting down unit. They end up sneaking into the unit thing, and they're like, we're gonna reveal all your lies and blah blah blah. It goes really extreme, and it's a lot packed in one episode. But then the end of the episode, they set the monster on him and it bites his arm, and then he goes to jail, and then has a conversation with the doctor. But then he like gets set up. It's like it's a really cool premise for a bad guy, like a human that's against the doctor that isn't like government trying to fight. It's like a guy who doesn't think the doctor is good for. It's more of he wants power. He's a little power hungry, but it's also like he thinks everyone else is lying, or it's a very interesting concept, but they just crammed. I think it should have been a 2-parter for sure. I think they could have fleshed it out better. But they did leave him in the background, so he's not gone. So maybe they could do fun stuff. And I think the actor did really good job, but it was just way too cluttered of an episode. It was just like moving a million miles an hour, and I was like, holy cow. And then the second one was very weird. They keep playing with gods, which I'm not a fan of. It's just getting too big. I'm like, all right, we like last season we fought the god of death and junk like that. We're going all anime. And so this one, it was the god of stories. and it was a barbershop in Nigeria, I believe. And so the barbershop is the owner is the god of stories, and he apparently is like the birthing origin of like Loki and all these people who manipulate and do all stuff like that. But they apparently took over the brain nebulous thing of all stories and demoted him, so he's stuck in his little barbershop. So he's pissed, so he's trying to get power to get back there and kill all the gods. Is basically his goal. And so it was a very weird episode, because basically it's just a bunch of people getting haircuts and they tell stories, and then the little picture on the wall shows the stories they're telling. And yeah, it was a very strange episode. Giant, but the barbershop was actually on a giant space spider, Thomas, going through space, and they had to give the space spider energy. So
space spider,
very, very strange episode, and so they're fine, nothing crazy. But it is continuing. I mean, they have the same. I've mentioned it before. There's an old lady in every single episode where she kind of pops in at one point in the episode and is like, "Oh, I have knowledge about this." And you're like, "Who is this lady?" I don't know. But it's continuing the story, and they're adding things to it. They have some sort of fragmented idea of an overworking structure. It's just not playing off very well so far. But well, at least they're somewhat trying. But still just fine. It's Doctor Who.
At least not cosplaying all over the galaxy.
Thank God for that. Yeah, there haven't been that bad of episodes that there were last season. Last season there were some real just doozies, man. Real doozies.
Doozies.
And then I watched a little bit more of Freerun, but I keep meaning to get back. Like, I need to just sit down and watch. It's such a slow burn of a show. Like, it's not one you're like, you finish and you're like, okay, that was enjoyable, peaceful, and they're just kind of moving on, get a little bit of history. But I feel like we're about to get to some cool stuff, but we'll see. And then that 70 show, still not done with it. But the only other thing, because the other thing I want to do in my spare time is play Expedition 33, guys. I said I started it, played a little bit at the beginning. This game it's dope as hell, man. It's so good. The combat is for turn-based. It's so interactive. Like people kept saying it. I'm like, yeah, I've played interactive turn-based before. I get it. You don't get it until you play it. It's like, this is so much more layered, and like having to rebuild your ammunition, we'll say your power points with what you're doing with other attacks, stuff like that, while also dodging, parrying, jumping, and all this stuff. There's so much tied into it. It's so engaging and entertaining for turn-based. I'm like, holy cow, the story's so good. Characters are so intriguing, and the world's cool. I did get to a kind of side village, or like little, like, it reminds me of like Karaoke Village, whatever, like Legend of Zelda, where like the little guys are running around over. They're like little woodland creature things that build giant tank robots. They're like mechs, Thomas, you'll love it. But wooden mechs. But anyway, you get to their little village, you do a little Coliseum battle. But I felt like it was a little lackluster in there. But I got out of there pretty quickly. It wasn't long at all, because I was like, am I going to be stuck in this town for a while? You're not at all. So I was pretty happy about that. So I'm out of that, moving on. But it's so good. It's so freaking good. Oh man. Like I was like, oh, I'll play Doom. I'm Doom's got to wait. Doom comes out Friday. It's got to wait. I got to finish it before the Switch and before Night Rain of Elden Ring.
Night Rain.
Because I don't want to play anything else but this right now. It's a game that I want to play, and that's very nice. Like, it has me wanting to go back to it, and that's rare. So yeah, it's dope.
All right.
And I've been watching a lot of soccer, but we don't need to get into that.
A lot of soccer. Okay. We did shows. I don't think any more shows, right? That's all the shows.
Have you guys kept up with My Hero?
Yes, we have.
I have not. I keep forgetting. It's one I forget exists, and then I thought today I was like, oh, I gotta watch that. Dang it! But then I was just watching soccer when I got home, so I didn't.
And we got another potential villain. So
I'll catch up with that.
Excited about that.
We got some backstory on the main guy. Really.
Yeah, we learned some stuff.
Go learn some stuff.
And then, did you watch the new Lazarus?
I just can't. I did, and I don't even remember what happened in this. It's just I don't know.
There is that terrible hacker character.
Oh yeah.
Is there ever a good hacker character in anything?
There's never a good hacker character.
Except for Kim Possible's, like, what's his name? Wade.
Oh, Wade.
It's the only good one.
Man in the chair.
The music in this is the opening music's really good, and then I just tune out because I'm just like, I don't care about what's going on. There was this weird elevator fight that was, I guess, kind of cool, where he's like,
it's kind of clunky too. It's like
really up close to everyone.
Yeah.
I don't know. Any other anime, Jared?
No. recently.
No.
Nope.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't think they changed the opening song on Apothecary Diaries, and I was sad, so I haven't continued much of it.
Dang.
Your fancy vampire show.
Because I love the song and they changed it. It's this new thing in anime where they change openings mid series, and I can't stand it. So we talked anime, we talked TV. What else do you guys want to talk about? YouTube.
Are we doing watch list now,
Didn't do
or
any YouTube.
homework, or what are we doing?
You didn't do YouTube?
My dog just beefed.
All right.
Stinky.
That stank.
Jared, what you got?
Don't have much. I just listen to music because I've been watching Adventure Time.
That's such an easy rabbit hole to go down. Like you're like, oh, I'll watch an episode. No, I'm watching the whole series. Turn it on.
I listened to Daft Punk's first album for the first time. Homework. It sounds like a first album. I didn't really care for it. It has like some of their well-known ones like Around the World and The Funk and stuff like that. But yeah, it's not my favorite. I think my favorite is Human After All out of all their albums. And then I listened to I jumped over to the Chemical Brothers because I was like kind of in the same vein. And I started with their first album, Exit Planet Dust. And it is very, I guess, like techno or like a rave kind of album because it was like an album of one song. It all sounded like the same song. I couldn't tell you where one song ended and the next began. And it didn't sound bad. It was just like, I could not tell you where they ended because it just like seamlessly went into the next song. And I was like, what the heck? And then I went to their next album, Dig Your Own Hole. And it's more of the same. It just kind of sounds like those early 2000s Don't Pirate This Movie kind of music. It wasn't my favorite, but I'm excited to get to the later albums because it's like a lot more varied and like types of songs. That's all I did this time.
Promise.
So start off with some YouTube. Watched Nuxor quite a bit this week because a big event happened. Ethan Klein finally debated Hassan Piker live on their Twitch stream, and that was freaking insane. Just Hassan came off looking like an idiot, like he should.
When is he not?
Yeah, and I have my disagreements with Ethan, but he held his ground and has made Hassan look like a piece of anti-Semitic trash, and that's what he is. So happy to see that finally happen. People are still kind of talking about it. Like I actually deleted my Twitch account because I'm just done support. Like I said that I was supporting it. I couldn't be a part of that anymore. Like the amount of anti-Semitism on Twitch right now is just crazy. So I decided just to get rid of it. And then also Meat Canyon had a new installment of Marvin Macabre. It's called Gooning, and it was really, really funny. He had to basically censor like half of the episode though, because he couldn't show what was going on, but it was really good. I think it's actually my favorite of the Marvin Macabre series. And then there's this other channel called Horses. It's an odd name for a channel. I don't know why this is called Horses, but anyway. So he does like these video essays about like some of these darker topics. Like he covered the Arthur 9/11 episode. And I didn't remember there was an Arthur 9/11 episode, but there was one, and it's fairly dark and it's actually fairly good. But he also did
like a firefighter.
No, he's a baker.
Oh,
but he was like caught in a fire, and it's like dealing with like PTSD and kind of stuff like that. And I was just like, this is really dark for an Arthur episode. So, but that was good. There's an episode on Lolita and it's very interesting about the writer and stuff like that. And so that actually made me start the book again. I haven't read it since like 20 or something like that. So I'm starting to read that book again, and it's incredibly well written, but extremely disturbing. But it is a very good book. And then I've been playing like random stuff because my mind's just been kind of going in and out. I've been playing like Baldur's Gate, and then I tried playing Devil May Cry, but I played 2 for some reason, which is like the worst one. I was like, man, this is really bad.
That one's rough.
Yeah, it's really rough. I was like, this is just not a good game, is it? But anyway, that happened. I was like, maybe I should try that Netflix series. And then I saw It's a Gundam did a video on it. And I was like, oh no, is it bad? It's very bad.
Which one are you talking about?
The Netflix show Devil May Cry.
Oh, I liked it.
Really?
Yes, quite a bit.
Yeah, Limp Bizkit, Thomas. What are you talking about?
The beginning and ending are great. The middle's iffy, but
that's like most of it, though.
It's only 8 episodes. So you got like 3 good here, 3 good here, then 2 meh.
Well, apparently Dante doesn't do a lot of like his smack talk, and he's kind of like sidelined for most of the series. I was like, man, it's like, I don't want that. I want Dante being like fun and like.
I felt like he was like way more like snarky especially in the beginning. He's very snarky. So I don't know.
Yeah.
He's voiced by Johnny on Bosch. We don't want a bunch of him.
Hey,
got no range. Got no range.
Hey, hey. I do actually prefer him as Nero, but that's just I liked him as Nero a lot. I love Nero as a character. But I was like, oh no. So I just decided not to do that and just try playing through Devil May Cry 4, which I really love.
It's the only one I ever played.
Really?
Yeah.
You played 5 and you haven't played 4?
I don't remember if I didn't have the console at the time that it was out or just missed out on it.
Okay, it's really good. I like 4 a lot. And then got onto some music stuff. I started listening to Vapor Memory again, Begotten, the Vaporwave stuff. I love those albums. It's just, and they're only on YouTube, which is such a shame, or unless you can like find like the physical media.
Cloud, I think.
SoundCloud?
Yeah.
Yeah, but who has SoundCloud anymore? Besides Jackson. Besides Jackson.
That was weird, man. Lazarus, they go on to SoundCloud, and I'm like, have they ever done this in anime? Go on the actual website?
I think it's on Bandcamp too, those albums.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I love those albums. And then I started listening to Sparks, like all the way through. Listened to their first 2. First one was fun. Not my favorite, but it was all right. The second one was hilarious, and I actually really enjoyed that album. They have this song called Here Comes Bob, and it's rather funny. Bob, no, that's how they say it. Here comes Bob. And so there's also one called Beaver O'Lindy, and it's a very odd song, but I quite enjoyed it. So that's about all I did this week, but I did have something else huge that I did this week. I graduated college. That's why my mind was not all here. So
all her.
Yeah. So to get honors for college, you have to have a 3.85 for GPA. Do you know how much I missed out on honors?
3.84.
0.03. I was like, son of a bitch. Like I was that close. I was almost tempted just to retake a class. I was like, come on, I can't do, it can't be any worse, right? So, but yeah, graduated, got my degree. So now I can start studying again because I have to do more crap. Yeah. That's all I got.
All right. So I did my 3 movies, and the theme was mystery. So, first one. So, I mentioned a couple of weeks ago that I watched The Dry 2, and I'd never seen The Dry. Well, good old Tubi was like, here's The Dry. So I got to see The Dry one. I did like it better than the second one.
Is it The Dry?
Yes, like it's dry. The Dry. It's because they're in a drought. I don't know why the second one's called The Dry. It rains the whole time.
The Moist.
They
The
really
Wet.
dropped the ball with the naming. They should have called it Force of Nature, The Dry, and then The Wet.
Parched.
But yeah, so Eric Bana was back. He plays a detective who is investigating a case that deals with his best friend. And Mon Mothma's on this. She's Australian, so she was there. And the guy from Mall Cop, and I didn't know he was Australian, but he was there too. It was a good mystery. I liked it. It kept you going. And like I said, I liked it better than the second one, which seems like everyone else does. So that was from 2020. The next movie I watched was kind of a surreal mystery, I guess they would call. So it was kind of a loose mystery. It's called Buster's Mall Heart from 2016. And this is Rami Malek. And I can't really say much about the plot because it would give it away, but it's about this guy who we find out is living in people's vacation homes during the winter. So he's like eating their food and stuff like that. And you kind of discover why he got to this point. And it was a weird movie. It was a really weird movie. But it had some funny parts. And then I watched Lone Star from 1996. So this movie, it takes place in South Texas, and it stars Chris Cooper, who's sounds very Texan, and a very young Matthew McConaughey is in this movie, and it just reminds you of like the Southwest in those years. It just like perfectly captures that. And they're like eating at a Mexican restaurant. I'm like, dang, I just want this Mexican food that they're eating.
Is that why you wanted that Mexican food, Jesse?
Yeah. It was like, dang it, that looks good. So it's a mystery about this Chris Cooper's character who's investigating a case that has to do with his father, who's Matthew McConaughey. So you only see him flashbacks. Matthew McConaughey is obviously younger than Chris Cooper, but it was good. It deals a lot more. The story has a lot more to do with like the races of this community, like the black family and the white family and the Mexican family, and just kind of how it's kind of refreshing to see a movie about race that, unlike nowadays, is just about people hating each other and like making everyone feel guilty and mad at each other. So it dealt with race a lot better than I think we do nowadays. But and it was overall good. It has a very very Greek tragedy twist at the very end, and you're like, geez, man, that's really sucks for these two characters. But I won't tell you what it is because it's quite the twist, and you're just like, dang.
What did they order at the Mexican restaurant?
Dude, they had a plate. It was like a enchilada plate, and they're real good. And dang. And then people are drinking Coke out of glass bottles, and I was like, dang, man. So yeah, those were my three movies, my three mysteries. Any last words? I think that's all I did.
It's something I was going to ask Jared, and I forgot what it was.
What was it? Dang it!
It was while Thomas said something, it triggered something in my brain, but then I never.
What was I talking about?
I didn't hold on to it. I don't know, man.
It's just gone. It's just gone.
It's gone.
It's
so
just evaporated.
His brain is the try.
His brain is the try. Is there anything else I was remembering about that movie?
Was it dry?
It was dry because they were in a drought. It's very dry. And the ending had to do with that. And they're like, it's fun seeing Australia. I don't see a lot of Australian movies. So
about to get a lot of Australian Death Stranding too.
Is that where it takes place?
Yeah, it takes place in Mexico and Australia. I was like, huh.
Weird.
Okay.
Maybe Australia like floated over to Mexico, and now
There's that hole.
and now they need Thomas to build a highway between the two.
Well, apparently, everyone who's played it is like everything they've done. They just like amped up. It's way better. So I'm like, cool. I'm in. I'm in.
The roads will be longer, wider.
The ladders higher.
Get ready for highways, because
You have no idea how much I'm going to enjoy this. Like, it's like that part in Back to the Future 2 or Back to the Future 1's like, where we going? We don't need roads. I'd be like, no, we need roads. And I will build them.
We only go on the road.
It's the only way to travel, man.
Game takes place on his road.
Like, I don't know how many likes.
Road.
I don't know how many likes I got, but I just like, I think I like maxed out likes because people would use my stuff all the time because I would build the entire highway because it's a community game. So if you build stuff, you can use other people's stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I built the entire highway. So I just like racked up like millions and millions of likes.
They just have a statue of Thomas in the game.
The man who
talked
made
about
the road.
We talked about that. Like, there's just a statue of me somewhere. Like, Kojima's just like, truly, he wanted to build the road.
The builder of roads.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious. There's like a little monument for you in the second one. It's like, this guy made so many roads.
The unknown right here. Just like, yes.
Silly.
All right.
Yeah, how happy I'd be if Kojima actually pointed that out. I'd die. I would just
He would
die.
just die.
Just dead. And then everyone would have to walk in the second game.
That's true. That's true. I can't die yet. I have work to do.
All right, that's going to do it for this time. Like, subscribe, and notify yourself for even more good stuff. And we will catch you next time. Bye.